Alright, hi guys. This week we're going to start with lesson 120 and we're going to be talking about age word problems. Alright, so the most important thing with these problems is just to pick the proper variables. Alright, so let's just go ahead and get started with a problem. A man is 13 times as old as his son. In 10 years he will be 3 times as old as his son will be. How old are they now? So we'll start by saying the man, and we're going to say the man now, and then the man in 10 years. We're going to do the same thing for the son. With these problems, it's helpful to use the subscripts, use the N to indicate that it's his age now. Alright? So we'll look at the problem. We see the man is 13 times as old as his son. Alright, so the man is 13 times as old as his son. Alright, and then in 10 years, he'll be 3 times as old as his son. So we'll set up the equations. Alright, and now we have a system of equations. And we can pretty easily use substitution for this one. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to substitute this 13s into the second equation. Alright, and we're going to go ahead and solve for the son's age. Alright, so the son's age is 2. Go back to this equation. That means the man's age now is 26. And that's going to be your answer. Alright, let's try another one. Alright, 5 years ago, Brenda was 4/5 as old as Layton. 10 years from now, she'll be 7/8 as old as Layton. How old are they now? Alright, so in this case, we need to say there was Brenda 5 years ago, Brenda now, and Brenda in 10 years. And the same thing for Layton. Alright, let's set up our equations. We got 5 years ago, Brenda. Got 10 years from now. Alright, so we're going to take those two equations and solve them as a system of equations. So let's get rid of the fractions first. So we got I also distributed that 4. Over here, we're going to multiply by 8. Alright, let's go ahead and put all the variables on one side and the numbers on the other. Alright, so with these two equations, let's go ahead and multiply. We're going to multiply the top one. We're going to solve for Brenda's age first. So we're going to multiply the top one by 7 and the bottom one by -4. Alright. Alright, so we got simplify that. So Brenda now is 25. Alright, we can take that 25, plug it back into our original equation. We're going to use this one. So 5 times Brenda's age. Alright, so Leighton is 30. So those are our two answers. Alright, so one thing I want to point out is that you cannot have any negative answers since we are talking about